Space Cowboy in front. Latasora getting through late. Foxy Star makes a lunge and will win. Foxy Star, last stride.
Yeah, great result there with Foxy Star getting the money there at Avoca. He's only a new horse to the stable, and he's been a bit of a trick how to train. So he's been a horse that I even sort of alluded to it last week, that sometimes these horses, they're getting trained on a racetrack, they come to an environment like this and they can really jump out of the ground. So well done to all involved there. Where he'll go next, I'm not really sure. There's not a lot of races around for him, so whether he has a little bit of a break and comes back in the middle of winter might be his go. But anyway, we'll just have a look at that. Interesting, up at Avoca, Jake Noonan rode those horses, and he rode two horses absolutely identical. One got the run and won, one didn't get the run and got beaten ahead. So yeah, amazing racing sometimes, isn't it? Okay, now runners this week, got about 5 runners today. Got 3 at Kilmore today and 2 at Pakenham tonight. So just sort of lately we've been having a few runners on a Thursday, so we might start doing our video occasionally on a Wednesday, just to sort of give you people a heads up what runners we've got sort of later in the week. So if you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, you might just see a notification coming up that we've done our video a little bit earlier. We might just play around with that a little bit. Having said that, righto, Kilmore today, 3 horses there. Chestorius goes straight up to the 2,000 metres, second start in a race, and I've jumped a grade with him. I just need to get some miles into this horse's legs, so he's going to go around there. La Spezia, a little mile, 3-year-old filly having her 3rd start. She's going well enough, so she gets her chance. And Pantera Nera went really good first up. Gets onto a heavy track, probably our only trammels. I'm not really sure how he'll handle the heavy going, but all 3 of those horses will go around at Kilmore today. Tonight, Silkium. He's aloof and Humza's brother, and I've treated him like a speed horse his whole life, and it just hasn't worked. So we're going to see if we can ride him off the speed over 14 or a mile and try and teach him how to race there. He seems to gallop up really good, that horse, but his race form is really poor. So we'll ride him conservatively and have him hitting the line. MILETUS, he's headed towards some big races in South Australia later on in the year, so he kicks off his career, his preparation tonight. 1400 first up, probably jump out and get back and roll home a little bit. So all 5 of those horses are in very, very good condition. Hopefully a couple of those horses at Kilmore will be pretty competitive, I thought. Okay, now next week I'll have a couple of runners. Races got washed out up at Benalla the other day, so I've got Deploy and Destroy and Fortune Rose in next week. Fortune Rose goes into an 1100 metre race at Kyneton, and Deploy and Destroy, I've got him in a 1500 at Mornington. So I'll put them both in there. Whether they go around there or not, I'm not really sure, but a bit disappointed that they didn't get a chance to go around at Benalla. But yeah, with these races the way they are, they have a heap of rain, as everybody knows, and track's a little bit ordinary. So, but those 2, maybe Fortune Rose on Monday, and maybe Deploy and Destroy on Tuesday.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse is a horse called Grandma Gail. She's certainly a horse that didn't mind seeing the rain fall over the last few days, and for her sake, hopefully it does continue. Last time in, her best performances were certainly on a rain-affected track. She won her maiden at Warrnambool on a bog-heavy track, and yeah, she was even her other performances. The races that had that little bit of give in it, she raced really well. She come back in this time in really good order. She trialled the other day at Camperdown behind a pretty smart one at Daniel Bowman's, and she hit the line strongly behind it. So probably even in the trial, ideally she's probably ridden a little bit further back with a little bit of cover, but just the way the trial worked out. So she's sort of pretty much ready to go to the races. We'll kick her off over probably 1200, something like that. I'd imagine she'll stretch out over 1400. We tried over a mile last time in, that probably didn't work. We might try that again later on in her prep, but yeah, she on a rain-affected track over 1400, she'll be certainly competitive coming into the middle of winter.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. As I alluded to earlier, we might do the video a little bit earlier every now and again, and probably next week's a good week to do that, with being Easter on the Friday. So we'll probably do the video a day earlier next week, and so everyone will just get the video a day earlier than what they normally do. What else? Had a few trials at Camperdown through the week. Prince Ziggy trialled, and Grandma Gail had a jump out, Vavoose had a jump out, so a couple of those horses that the stable knows pretty well, all sort of up to racing. They're all headed for a winter preparation, those horses, probably all try and have them ready for Warrnambool or something like that, so they're probably only about 3 weeks off a run, most of those horses. So plenty of young horses still going through the system, and everything sort of seems pretty busy. He had bloody wet this week. He couldn't gallop any horses here Wednesday. The track was that wet, so hopefully get a bit of fine weather next week and everything's back to normal. Until next week, see you later. But I just need to get him to the races more and just need to educate him at the races. So look out. So they've put him on at hang on, I'll just check that, wait on.